watching Chicago's very own WGN Evening News.
Top story here at 4:30. A woman who admitted to giving her disabled daughter a fatal overdose shares emotional testimony in court today. Bonnie Liltz's daughter had cerebral palsy. The case dredging up strong opinions over the mother's motive.
WGN's Mike Lowe live in Rolling Meadows with details on what she said on the stand. Hi, Mike.
Micah, Mark, good afternoon to both of you. Nearly 24 supporters, family and friends of Bonnie Liltz came to this Cook County courtroom and really packed it as Bonnie Liltz herself testified, giving an emotional, sometimes halting statement as to why she gave her daughter, Courtney, a fatal dose of medication. Here's what she had to say about her relationship with her daughter, who had cerebral palsy. In court, she said, "She was my life. I've never felt this was a burden. Every day was a privilege. I loved her like no one else in this room could understand." Then the cancer patient continued, saying, "If I'm dying, what's going to happen to Courtney? The only place she would be safe and happy would be with me in heaven. I would like nothing more than to turn back the clock. The pain inside is beyond words." Liltz is accused of killing her adult disabled daughter last year in a failed murder-suicide attempt described as an act of love. Liltz, a single mother and two-time ovarian cancer survivor, cared for her adopted daughter, Courtney. Courtney suffered from cerebral palsy, and when Liltz's health began to fail, she believed her best option was to kill her daughter and herself so that Courtney would not be institutionalized. Liltz gave Courtney a fatal dose of medication and then took it herself. Her daughter died, but she recovered. She pleaded guilty to the reduced charge of involuntary manslaughter, and in court, even the prosecutors asked the judge to give her probation rather than jail time.
Unfortunately, Bonnie was put in a situation where she had to make that choice that none of us would ever want to make regarding our child. Do you end up putting your child in a virtual incarceration where they're going to be in what your perception is mistreated and pushed into a corner and left alone for solitude for the remainder of your life? Or do you end up ending your own life and hers? Bonnie's world was Courtney.
And the judge said he would make his decision as to sentencing in this case 1 week from today. His options range from giving Liltz 14 years behind bars, or he could take the recommendation of the prosecution and give her 4 years probation. Reporting live tonight in Rolling Meadows, Mike Lowe, WGN News.